All right. So I heard the Cressleys just got pardoned by Trump, claiming that it was political pressure that caused them to rip everyone off and me. But that's okay because now the FBI could do another thing on them, right? Well, how does politics come into him ripping people off for bank fraud and everything? How does that have anything to do with politics and him getting pardoned for that? Using politics in that to get him out of prison is unbelievable to me. But let's watch.
From felon to freedom, it could be a reality for the Chrisleys. 3 years after their conviction on tax fraud, President Trump says he will pardon TV personalities Todd and Julie Chrisley.
It's a great thing because your parents are going to be free and clean.
The president calling the Chrisley children Tuesday to let them know about the pardons.
Thank you for bringing my parents back.
The couple were indicted in 2019 for conspiracy, tax evasion, and bank fraud. They were convicted in 2022 of defrauding banks tens of millions of dollars. And Todd was sentenced to 12 years in prison, 7 years. Savannah Chrisley spoke at the Republican convention last summer and has lobbied the president on behalf of her parents. These pardons follow a pattern for Trump, who was facing 2 federal criminal trials when he was elected, and claims he was the victim of a weaponized Justice Department. He's shown sympathy for felons who claim they were punished for conservative beliefs.
I will make it official with a badge.
Just Monday, pardoning Scott Jenkins, a Virginia sheriff convicted of taking tens of thousands of dollars in bribes. Prosecutors had undercover video showing Jenkins accepting bribes. The former sheriff argued he was targeted because of his conservative politics. The president agreed. And another controversial pardon last month, Paul Walzak, the former nursing home executive convicted on tax crimes and sentenced to 18 months in prison. The New York Times reports his mother attended $1 million per person fundraising dinner at Mar-a-Lago, raised money for Trump campaigns, and was part of the group that publicized Ashley Biden's diary. Walzak also claimed he was targeted because of his mother's political moves. The president has...
Can I ask you, idiots, and I am saying idiots, what does this stuff that these people have, they broke the law. Well, I was targeted. That's why they gave me millions. Are you people effing idiots? You must be. You must be. They took the bribes. They were the ones that got loans in people's names and wrecked our whole world and everything, banking system and everything. The one was a cop taking bribes, but he was targeted. Well, they targeted me. I was my politics and everything. They came up to me and just, what are you? I'm voting for John. Here's a bunch of money. Oh my God. Are you crazy? Boy, you ain't gonna be able to run fast enough from that White House. You ain't gonna be able to run fast enough from that White House.
Has now pardoned or commuted 16 white-collar criminals this year. And just this afternoon, he suggested he is looking at pardoning the 9 men convicted in a kidnapping plot of Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer back in 2020. Vaughn Hilliard, NBC News, Washington.
Oh my. I know they were targeted. It was their political beliefs that made them kidnap these people. This has got to be the most stupidest stuff we wasted our money on ever. You might as well pardon everybody in America then. That's just unbelievable. I ain't never seen anything like it. Right? Taking bribes, corruption, everything Trump's running on, and he's he's pardoning them. Yeah, something ain't right with that. Like I said, I'm washing my hands of this. We're rolling with the double OG, God Almighty and government, except for this political crap that these people do. Folks, we're gonna be here doing the same thing Trump's doing to all the other people that were in the White House, all the bad deals. We're gonna be here when Trump is out of there, and they're gonna open the books on that. And why would they? Why would he pardon these people? Their politics had nothing to do, especially with that Cressley dude. I imagine he's going to have knee pads on for a long time. I think he knows what I'm talking about. That's just crazy. Just crazy. I wash my hands of all this. And Jesus, I have mental problems. I can't deal with this corruption stuff. Have a good day, folks.